It's Savy Talks again, back with a smoking talk edition. You know, I don't encourage people to smoke at all, but just smoke and vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? Just smoke and vibe with me. Roll up a loose leaf, something. You know what I'm saying? But let's get on to the topic. I'm just going to talk about things in general. You know what I'm saying? During my spiritual journey, I just want to say that during the spiritual journey, I learned that you can't talk to a lot of people and you can't trust too many people because, you know, everybody got their own dreams. Everybody got their own goals. So it's like, you know, just focus on your own vision and your own, how can I explain it? Like your own vision, like your own like world. You know what I'm saying? Because this world now, as I go along the spiritual journey open-mindedly as well, is this world is basically a whole mind thing. So like, you know what I'm saying? I think we're getting so caught up in technology and the internet wise and all these humanoid robots and all this sex robots. It just goes against everything that what people believe in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I'm open-minded, but I also can say that I do read the Bible or I do listen to audio books or something about that. But, you know, it's just, I ain't going to put that on nothing about God. But, and my thoughts about how God, you know, God is actually, how can I explain it? God is someone that you can just talk to like right now. Like I'm chilling with God right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, God? You know, hey, Father, and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just smoking vibe, you know? But I just want to say that God is basically, how can I explain, like, he's just himself. You know what I'm saying? He's himself. He's always there. He's always there when you really need him. And he's always going to be right beside you at all times. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, God is like a friend. Like, God is a friend. That's what I think about God now. God is like a friend to me now. Because you can sit and you can talk all the time to God and be like, hey, God, you know, I'll just be going through some stuff. And you're just like, okay, God, I need you to help me with my situations. How to manifest abundance, or according to your will, how to manifest more and more streams of abundance, you know, nature-wise, according to your will in the Bible and stuff. And it's like, God is one of those people, you know, who's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did say that how I say on my thoughts about God is that God is evil. But, you know, sometimes he can be evil, but he's always good because he's always going to be good. He just shows, like, how can I explain it? God is somebody, you know, like, who's looking at me right now and, like, always saying that, okay, keep doing you, keep being great, keep doing whatever you need to do and stuff, okay? God is like a father figure, a dad figure to me. And God is basically everywhere, eternally. How can I explain? Yeah, just infinite, like just all over the place and stuff. And remind y'all, I'm doing a little smoking talk of this, you know. I ain't really getting to that open mind and stuff right now, but it just, I'm gonna just talk this topic about my thoughts about God part 2 is God put everyone on here for a reason. He put everyone here for a specific reason. And I feel like God put me here on this earth to, you know, help people, or to just not even help people, but just, you know, to just sit back and just watch everything happen. You know what I'm saying? Some people are here to help. Some people are here to, you know, just be a gift to others. Some people are just here, you know, to just teach people a lesson. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, God is like a good role model. He's a role model. And me personally, I make music as well. So making music helps me And as I make music as an artist, he speaks through me. And whatever I talk about or rap about, he judges me right then and there. You know what I'm saying? He judges me right then and there. He'll take the good things or he'll take the bad things and then he'll separate them and all that stuff. And then according to his will, you know what I'm saying? So imagine like, how can I explain it? Like, imagine like a book, right? How God holds a book. And you know, I know the whole Satan thing and the devil thing, that it's his music, but there's people in this world who actually needs to write music in order to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? To express themselves. And I'm one of those people. I'm those people who like to, you know, express myself through music, because music helps me emotionally release all types of energy, and also to be able to just speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I know God created the whole Satan, the whole devil thing and stuff, but it comes a time as well where it's like, okay, me talking right now is me talking to God as well. You know, people call it the source, people call it all the most high. You know, it's a bunch of things you can call it, you know. And I just want to say, God is actually right here at this very moment. You know, God is shaking things up on this world. I can already see it, you know, because it's getting dark, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta tell y'all, I don't know why I'm stuttering, but remind y'all, God is shaking things up. And, you know, in my world, my reality right now behind this phone is getting dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, my world is getting dark. But at the same time, I feel like I gotta be a light in this dream world, or this dream realm, you know what I'm saying? What we call Earth. But I think the Earth is actually the moon. You know, I think the Earth is actually the moon, because it's like, it just makes sense. Like, you know how like Call of Duty Black Ops, I think it's called, like the moon and all that. Like the moon on Call of Duty, it reminds me of Earth, like all the Easter eggs, but that's how it reminds me of. But let's get back into the whole thoughts about God is. God also knows that we're going to be evil. We're going to be, you know, we're going to be something, you know, we're going to mess up things in this world. But in this chapter of Earth, or life, what you want to call it, is just a final stone and like a final chapter to everyone's story. You know, I know I'm all over the place right now because, you know, I'm a little buzzed right now. But yeah, God, I mean, this world, it reminds me like a book. Like, we hold the book to everyone's story, but at the same time, it's like, you know, Earth, okay, we all carry someone's life in our hands. My life and like the people who's watching me, it feel like my world and stuff. I gotta protect y'all, because, you know, I gotta come on here and speak my mind and get the message out to people who actually needs to hear it later on, like 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 1 month ago. If you come across this video, no, it's just part of the whole realm and stuff. But that's what I want to say. We hold our own story, you know what I'm saying, in other people's worlds also. But it's our job to put things together so this world can be 100% perfect. Or not even perfect, just, you know, all of us can have equal opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, opportunities. I mean, y'all probably might not understand, but I'm just speaking my mind right now. But yeah. But as I go along, and as I open-mindedly awaken, you know, as well. But I think also, as we awaken, we also start to go back to sleep during the dream realm. Like, me personally, I think we're in the dream realm. You know, the first stage is, you know, you start looking at synchronicities. The second sign is when you, you know, you just become more aware of everything. You know, you start to read the Bible, you start to question God, you be open-mindedly and stuff. And then, you know, you just be like, okay, now I need to figure out, okay, me personally, you know, during the whole Bible thing and the whole spirituality, it's kind of like I'm on both sides now, but I know we can only choose one, and there's only one God. But me personally, it's just always try to do good or positive vibes according to God's will. God is not evil, but if he wants to be evil or he wants to do something evil, he will do it because he's the Most High. You know, we are his children. We are his kids, you know, son, daughters, cousins, you know. God is just everything, you know. Just like me, like, we're family, you know. My open-minded community family. I started the open-minded community, you know. So it's like, yeah. But it just, my world is getting dark right now because, you know, I'm going through, like, the phase of my chapter now. Like, my final chapter to my story that's wrapping up is I'm trying to decide on my music career. And, you know, I also got to get my stuff together, you know. Because everything in my life ain't perfect. Everything is not perfect in everyone's world. You know what I'm saying? I know that I need to choose a path. Rather, it's my dream records business and, you know, like, or my rap career. I can just see people's vision. I can see other people's, you know, what they're trying to do. But I just think that, I just hope that somebody can understand me. You know what I'm saying? Just understand me. Little dogs. But let's get back into the topic about God and what I think about God as well. Smoking talk edition, you know, roll up that good stuff. But what I think about, my opinions about God as well is he puts it in people's face, or he'll try to get, like, you know, like me personally, I think a spiritual me on my guardian is that I'll get like a little tap on my shoulder. So if you feel like taps on your shoulders, or you know, just something like, you know, just something like I get a tap on my shoulders, I think a guardian is always with me. I don't know why, but I'm all over the place. But all right, let's get back to the topic again. But God is letting stuff happen right now, you know what I'm saying? For the humanoid robots, you know, you got Elon Musk building some cyber, you know, electromagnetic EMP technology. So, you know, if technology ever go down or something, you know what I'm saying, though, them cyber trucks, or, you know, them AI robots and them humanoid robots that doing all that, what all them jujitsu stuff, all that stuff is gonna malfunction. You know how, like, on Dragon Ball Z, the androids and stuff, Dr. Gero, like I said, in Dragon Ball Z, we got Dr. Gero right now, type of someone in the laboratory. We got like a scientist, someone out there. There's always that one person, someone out there right now in the laboratory, being Dr. Gero vibes, you know, creating all types of whatever you want to call it, you know, some shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, just making up some bull stuff, you know. But God is allowing that stuff to happen. But what I think as well is God is actually speaking through them as well, you know, but okay, let's build this, you know, let's build this. Because God is like, okay, it's part of his story as well. So I'm gonna end that topic right here. I'm going on and on right now, y'all. That stuff didn't even make sense, but I'm gonna look back at this stuff again and be like, okay. But now I want to talk about the food industry.
And that's just McDonald's.
Y'all ever go to like Pick and Save, or, you know, grocery stores, you know, or you ever think like open-mindedly, you know, you'd be like, okay, you got to serve billions of people. You got Taco Bells, you got, what can I say? You know, all fast food joints all around the world, right? And they serve billions of people. Now, Me personally, I haven't heard nothing or looked anything up as of right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many animals are on this world, but all I gotta say is there's just not enough animals on this world to feed people on this planet. It's just too many humans.
And that's just McDonald's.
Just too many humans. And the worst job I'll say is a butcher, because cow and animals' lives are the same thing. They matters. You know? And it's like, shoot, all these industries and all these food markets and all, you go in like a grocery aisle and you see like the meat aisle, you got all this ground beef and all these recalls and all this ground beef stuff. You got all this ham, bologna, you know, turkey. You got, and I got a quick question for y'all. Y'all know like them wild turkeys that be out in the streets? There's no way we eating some turkeys. This cannot be no turkeys. You know, I do not eat turkey. You know how like on a holiday, I never eat turkey. On a holiday, turkey is the last thing I will eat. Because y'all ever see like a wild turkey just roaming the streets, you know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me they be killing those type of turkeys and they feeding it to us? I probably see like one, maybe two, you know, out of probably the year or sometimes, you know, just walking around. But you mean to tell me around this big globe, you know, this globe, like a huge globe, you mean to tell me we are eating some actual wild turkeys, or am I just missing something? Because turkey is the last thing I will eat. It's the last thing I'll eat. And like, dang man, my phone getting cut off. Hold on, y'all.